From Nixon's laugh to Trump's compliments, the long, unbroken line of racism in Western diplomacy, when diplomacy feels like a slap in the face. The modern African experience with Western power has never been about mutual respect. It has been performance, paternalism, and polite contempt dressed up in diplomacy. Time and again, the mask slips, and what's underneath is ugly, familiar, and eerily quieted by global institutions that should know better. In 1971, Ronald Reagan, then governor of California, called President Richard Nixon to vent. What was caught on tape would later remind the world of what Africans have always known. Even in their highest offices, Western leaders spoke of us as less than human. To see those monkeys from those African countries, damn them, Reagan said, mocking Tanzanian delegates for celebrating a UN vote with a victory dance. Nixon laughed. And then he added to the filth, calling them cannibals. His wasn't a slip of the tongue. This was the tongue uncloaked, and it carried no consequences. Where was the United Nations? Where was the African Union? Where was the global media's front page outrage? Just another day in paradise. The compliment that wasn't. Fast forward to 2025. US President Donald Trump meets African leaders. A moment of diplomacy. Number A, moment of ignorance wrapped in colonial undertones. English is Liberia's official language. Its constitution is modeled after America's. The nation was born from the very legacy of freed Black Americans returning to West Africa. Yet Trump asked the president if he was educated. If the roles were reversed and an African leader asked Trump how he learned to speak so beautifully, would it be called a compliment? Let's be honest. This is not about grammar. This is about power, about whose speech is assumed to be civilized and whose is assumed to be foreign. This article appears in the summer 2025 issue of People of Africa magazine. Read the full story now on Issuu.